what is the position of Afenifere on the security situation of the country as we speak right now?
The insecurity situation of the country, you want to say? Because Nigeria has now been as insecure as it is today at any other time in history. And for us in Afenifere, we are beginning to see a kind of collaboration between non-state actors and state actors in the insecurity situation of the country. If anybody was in doubt as to this collaboration, the Kankara state-managed abduction has revealed that there is every room to suspect that the government that we have in power is comfortable and at home with everything that troubles Nigeria at this moment. That the Nigerian government will hire a terror group like Meijala as is in face of negotiation with another terror group, Boko Haram, shows clearly that what Sani Abacha said before, that when terror rocks a country for so long as it is doing Nigeria, the government must know something about it. And look at what happened. Garba Shehu spoke to the president, had the guts to open his mouth and tell this country that only 10 boys were kidnapped. Even when the governor said 344 boys were kidnapped, he said only 10. You can see all the attempt to manipulate Nigerians to believe their lie. Don't forget, it was Garba Shehu, who is back, that was telling us the reasons why Southern Kaduna citizens were killed. He gave the reason for Boko Haram. When 43 farmers were beheaded in Borno, same Garba Shehu told us that, oh, those farmers, they didn't take permission from the army before they went to their farm. As if they went to they took permission before they went to plant. He was able to offer a belated apology, as if we are fools that cannot see through all the game they're playing with us. The governor of Katsina was asked, who kidnapped and released these boys? Oh, I have to ask a third party. In an orchestrated attempt to cover up the groups responsible for this killing, the Boko Haram. The primary duty of any government in the world is to secure lives and property of citizens. But the Nigerian government has become injurious to lives and property. There's a suspicion that there's more that is going on between this government and Boko Haram. Don't forget that when they released Chibok girls at that time, Wall Street Journal alleged that this government paid 3 million euros to Boko Haram in 2 weeks for Lai Mohammed to offer some bogus lies of deception, to say it was not so. But for us, we believe that the Kankara boys have just been used once again to swipe the card.
You know, it is not the first time such abduction happened. Would you not at least credit that the rescue operation is faster now than the previous administration?
If the previous administration did not have the kind of link that this government have with Boko Haram, we cannot expect them to be as fast as they are. Don't forget that on several occasions, spokesmen of this government has been more like spokesmen of Boko Haram. Like you said, the statements coming from Shigaba Shio at time tells you that clearly this fellow cannot be far from Boko Haram's operation room. They know more than we do. And so it was not, if one administration is more user-friendly to the terror group, definitely their operation will be very swift. Don't forget that when Chibok girls happened, and their girls mixed with other ladies, and they are doing free our girls. In no time that this administration came to power, they quickly sorted their own girls with choice appointments. They gave them choice appointments and abandoned other ladies at Abuja Gardens, where they were. When they could not tolerate them anymore, they used Koboko to chase them away. We have had enough. Which bring back our girls. Do they care again? Have we had, when last year anything about this government, about the Chibok girls? Or the Shirabu and the rest of them? You can see the jiffy with which they've rescued or they've released. Don't malign the word rescue, because this is the first time you are rescuing about 300 people without a shot being fired. I mean,
perhaps it's to maintain peace, not to provoke the terror groups from killing the abducted.
You can see the maximum respect with which this government was treating Boko Haram. They didn't make any harsh word against them. You saw the way they treated the NSAS protesters, peaceful protesters, who were singing national anthem with bullets. They were shooting guns at them. But they treated Boko Haram with utmost care and respect, mutual respect with which they are treating themselves. And it's only eternal fools who cannot see through the scheme that was a game being played on us.
Why would you think a government wants to play such a game? Especially when criticisms are all over that this government has ties with Yinka Odumakin and other terror groups or bandits.
Well, it's clearly they have gone too far with them, with the terror boys. And all they are doing, like we said, we maintain, is to play game on us. It's clear all they are doing, it's all games at our expense. And Nigeria has become a terrible joke under this government.
Let me come to, just a little down history.
Yeah.
We notice that any time a president comes from any part of the country, that part of the country is the part that usually has spate of terrorism or such activities. Maybe like, for instance, the Niger Delta militancy. We also remember OPC. We also now can see, we are not even alleging that they were killing the way it is right now, but we are saying that it is usually like that any region the president comes from, the kingsmen always have they have the free hand to do, because the president is from their side. Do you also see this as something like that perhaps because President Muhammadu Buhari is from the north, and that's why they feel the presidency cannot descend on them with maximum force, and they might be taking advantage of that? And do you see this going away if the president changes from the north to another region in future?
Well, I think what's happening now in the north now is different. when you look at the Niger Delta militancy or OPC in the southwest, OPC was not as voracious as Metiala. They are not as bold as this. OPC were not kidnapping citizens. OPC, they had their issues under Obasanjo government. And Niger Delta militants had their issues under Jonathan. But neither of the groups was as voracious or were clearly shown openly that they were openly seen to be in bed with those governments, the way Mitiala and Boko Haram as the play under this government. You can never say that you saw that you ever listen had Obasanjo defending OPC the way Buhari has been defending Boko Haram. In 2014, when Jonathan declared state of emergency, then Boko Haram, Buhari came out to attack Jonathan. That's why you giving amnesty to your boys, boys, and you are dealing with our own boys. These are our own boys. Openly. And like I said, the spokesmen of this administration, they have behaved more like spokesmen to Boko Haram and Mitiala. They didn't hide it. So, what we are having under this administration is peculiar in terms of being user-friendly to terror groups at the expense of Nigerians. It has not happened before this way. No.
If you check before President Buhari became president, while he was still campaigning,
yeah,
his words against Boko Haram and terrorism were harsh. They were like challenging the president, Goodluck Jonathan, as of then, to step up the game and fight this dreaded group. But now it looks different. Do you think something might have changed just along the line?
Nothing changed.
Especially because I'm aware you were a spokesperson to
nothing changed.
Buhari.
Nothing changed. All they were doing that time was taunting Jonathan. We benefit on inside now. You cannot say that they were not unaware of what was happening that time. I mean, like I said, only fools will not admit now that these people knew more than Nigerians thought.
So you are simply suggesting now that the abduction of Chibok girls.
Yeah.
You are simply suggesting now that the abduction of Chibok girls is a political conspiracy.
Oh, well, clearly, it was very clear that it was a political arrangement. It was done for regime change. The way it was orchestrated, bring back our girls. Even with international conspiracy. From American, all the rest of them, they were all aware of what they were doing, that the whole thing was used to orchestrate a regime change in Nigeria. And, but God is a powerful God. God has taken 6 years patience, but now he has exposed them cheaply. Every scheme that they populated at that time, see the way God has cheaply exposed them, that people cannot see through them, that, oh, these guys are playing games with us. From between Chibok and Kankara was distance to God to naked them in the marketplace.
Let me come home to the reactions of people, the response citizens are giving all over the world especially. A lot of people feel this is more like especially because you also admit now that it has taken a different turn and it's peculiar now. People feel it's becoming an ethnic issue, and many people from different parts of the country are suggesting maybe because of this security problem, kidnapping, killings, terrorism and all that, we therefore think it is due that we separate the country and let everybody terrorize themselves in their region. Some are calling for Biafra Republic as a result of this especially. Others are also calling for, some Yorubas are also calling for separation, that there should be Oduduwa Republic. Afenifere is a pro-Yoruba group. Do you back this call?
We are